Okay, this video is going to serve to help manipulate matrix reports so that you can separate multiple choice questions from rubric-based questions, or you can also group different questions together to have a better TEKS-based report. But again, the bigger use of this report is to separate multiple choice from rubric-based questions and also to manipulate matrix reports. So I'm going to do our fourth grade reading mid-module. So I would click View Assessments, find my mid-module for fourth reading. I will go to Reports. I want the matrix report. If I want to do it by teacher, I can do those filters here, but I want all of fourth grade in one report. So I'm going to keep that same, and I don't have to change any of the additional filters right here. However, if you want to do some subgroup data, you can click additional filters here and get some subgroups. So I'm going to download to Excel so that I can pull up the report. When I open my report, I want to make sure I opened it in Excel on my desktop. I hit Enable Editing. And now this gets a little tricky because, as you can see, A is hidden, and you need to unhide column A first by finding you go to column B like this, scroll over until you hit this T with the arrow line across, you left click and pull your A open. Now you have your A. Then you want to highlight A and B because these cells are merged, as you can see up here. Drop down and hit Unmerge Cells, because then you'll see if you highlight column B, there's nothing in there. So highlight it, right click, delete it. Now it'll give you access to kind of manipulate this data. So what's important for me here is I do not need this rubric information because I want to only know how kids did based on their multiple choice. This column shows me the rubric plus the multiple choice. Now I want a column for just the multiple choice, and so what I can do is up here I can put multiple choice only. And as you can see, it is really hard for me to create an equation because I have these letters. So in order to get rid of the letters, or to do this, you highlight only your multiple choice. So that's 1 through 9 for me. I go all the way down, keep all of that highlighted. I hit Control F, and you get this Find and Replace box. You want to click Replace. I want to find all my blanks because my blanks are my greens. That means kids got it right. So I find what blank, and then I click Replace with 1. That means they got it right, and then I hit Replace All. Okay? And then close. As you can see here now, all of my right answers have the number 1 next to it. And so now I can do my equation. So in my multiple choice only row, I'm going to go ahead and add some borders to this just to make it easily seen. I am going to write my equation. So I want the average of all of these numbers, I'm sorry guys, you can't do an average because I have some letters. So I want the sum of all of these numbers divided by the total number of questions, which is 9 questions, and that'll give me my percent at multiple choice. Those are a lot of numbers, so I'm going to right click to change the formatting. I go to Format Cells, go to Percentage, and I want no decimal places. I hit OK. So now I have all of this, and so I find my little T at the corner, and I can pull down that formula all the way down. And so now I know how all of my students did on the multiple choice. And if I want, I can highlight this first row, hit Data, Filter. And so if I wanted, I can now filter by smallest to largest. So I can look at my accountability and create my groups based on how students did on the multiple choice. It also allows me to see what questions these kiddos got wrong. And that's how you manipulate this master student report in order to do some filtering around questions and also just multiple choice versus the rubric.